Hello everybody, welcome back to Kai's Games and Things. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Atari Flashback 9, made by Games. I've seen some of their other products before, wasn't too impressed with them in the past, but let's see how they handle Atari. So let's see here, we've got Space Invaders on the front, Pitfall, River Raid, Frogger. The back here we've got lots of other games like Adventure 2, Atari Climber, Breakout, just so many other ones. So I guess let's get started. Take off the little seal here. These things are always a pain in the butt. Let's open it up. Looking at the front packaging, we can see we've got our instruction manual. It looks to be a two controllers. It looks like a player 1 controller. Looks to be a player 2 controller. A power adapter. And a HDMI cable. And of course right here, we've got the console itself. Modeled after the original Atari 2600 or VCS, if you want to call it that. They replaced the switches with buttons. I'm not a huge fan of that. It really doesn't look the same with that. I wish that they still had switches on it. Pretty light. Actually, the controller is heavier than the console, but I mean, not really a whole lot going on here. So, what we've got going on right here on the console is power button, start button, difficulty selection, select button, player 1 controller, player 2 controller. On the back, we've got a HDMI port out and DC power in. On the side, we got a micro SD card slot, which we'll talk about later. But I guess let's hook it up. Well, it's all hooked up here, so we'll give it some power here and see what happens. Red light comes on, good sign. And Games logo shows up. And there we go, Atari Flashback 9 main menu. It looks okay. Heard some background music here. See me moving the controller around. Pretty basic user interface. Got the game selection here, list number down here. Over here we've got Atari games, paddle games, and settings for like bezels or whatever. I'll put that one on. And backup to SD card, restore from SD card. We'll get into that later. And background music on or off. I'll turn it off. Also over here we got a grayed out SD card menu. We'll also take a look at that later. So I guess let's give it a try. Let's try it with Centipede. So we click on it, it gives you a brief description of it. Push fire. So I guess we'll play some Centipede with the controller here. Loads up just loads right up when you play it. Control stick feels okay. Now, is it worth the $120 to $200 something on Amazon? I don't think so. Dutch, you can probably buy actual Atari for that much. Or Raspberry Pi and emulate that and a bunch of other stuff. But it is something pretty cool if you can manage to find it cheaper on maybe eBay or something. I got mine at a garage sale in box. But I mean, it looks pretty cool. Try a different game. A quick game. And that's also cool features on this. If you hit there's save state and rewind on this too. Not really, don't think I'll be showing that on here, but let's go to, let's try some Pitfall. So Pitfall loads up pretty good on here. And works pretty well. So, pretty cool console. Now let's get into doing SD card stuff. So what you're gonna need is a SD card. It has to be 16 gigabytes or less, or else this will not work. You're gonna need that SD card. You're gonna need this SD package file here, which I do have. I have it linked in the description. Inside, you're gonna find a folder and an update file here, and a game folder, which houses every single Atari game ever made. So put your SD card into the computer. I'm gonna pop up here. I already set most of it up on here, but basically what you're gonna want to do is open up put this to the side here. Open up SD package here, the SD card folder. Let's open that up. Put that to the side here, and then go to the update. Drag that and copy to the SD card, right at the very front of the file system. Wait for that to finish. And then go back one. And I already did the next step because it takes a while. Just drag the game folder right in there. Don't open it, just drag it right in there. I already did that though. So let's move back to the Atari. So we're back at the Atari here. Gonna take the SD card. Take the SD card here. We're going to stick it in this direction into the port on the side. Put that in here. Power it on. And when you boot it up, you should get a prompt asking you if you want to update the system. So let's see. Yep, a upgrade firmware has been detected. Do you want to upgrade the console? Push the joystick to the left for yes. Going to update, just give it a second. Sorry for the bad quality here. My camera is, or the way I'm screen capturing it is very sucky, but you get the idea. It's updating the system right now. So yeah, I'll do it up here closer to it. It is updating. A little bit better up there. I have to prop it up here because I don't have another person and do that for it. But yeah, you guys get the idea. Anyway, now it's going to reboot the system. Once you get to the update screen, you're going to power off the system, and we're going to go back to the computer here. after taking the SD card. So once we're back on the computer here, you're going to put the SD card back into the computer. And just delete the Atari update file right here. And then once you delete that, we're going back to the... So once we're back at the Atari, we're going to put the SD card back into the system here. Power it on. This time you're not going to get an update screen. It's just going to boot right up. I'm going to prop this phone back up so I can screen capture. Again, sorry for bad quality here. I really need like a stand or something, but can't afford it because I'm not getting a whole lot of money right now. There we go. You guys get the point of what's going on. Control stick. And now you're going to see at the bottom here, the previously grayed out SD card slot is now open. And all the games all showing up just fine. So let's go through. I know there was a Mario or Donkey Kong for the Atari. So let's go through and find. But yeah, let's try to find Donkey Kong on here. Yep, there is Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's on the Atari. And there you go. This game for the Atari is running off the SD card now. That's because we did that process, and now it has it running on here. Let's go Donkey Kong Arcade Edition. And wow. Go play some Dig Dug. Dig Dug's a pretty fun arcade game. Yeah, I never get that one. But it's all here. And as you can see, it's all running off the SD card. There's even some homebrew included in that package, like Super Mario Bros. For the Atari. Let's go find that one. It's under S, so we'll find S. Super Mario. Super Mario is homebrew for the Atari. So just pretty cool. Okay. And that's the Atari Flashback 9. I guess final thoughts would be, if you want it, you can grab it. Try to find it cheaper than the price that's going for on Amazon, because Amazon is expensive on this item. maybe go to eBay or something. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good, especially with all those extra games. But, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and click one of the videos that should be appearing on your screen now. If you want some more content, I have pretty good videos. I upload shorts often, sometimes full-length videos like this. Just subscribe.